Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca. I thought I'd just come and sit down and have a chat about what's been going on, because we've had a lot of drama going on recently. So I'm going to take it right back to the beginning, forget intros, we're going straight in with this. So, New Year's Day, I got a call at, I think it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, from my yard manager Lisa, telling me that she thinks that Evie's hurt herself and she's gone completely blind in her left eye. So, for any of you who don't know, Evie already has cataracts in her right eye and has very, very, very limited vision. So, to be called up and told that your 7-year-old mare has, gone blind in one eye and that it's all cloudy and white, it's kind of a scary feeling. So, she sends me through the photos and I rush back from London. I get straight on the phone with my emergency vet, which I'm panicking, thinking this is going to cost me a fortune. Obviously, I care about Evie's health, so that was more of an afterthought. But gave them a call, put me straight through to kind of one of those automatic people system things, and they do they ask you questions and then they page it on to whoever's out and about, like the vets. So I explained that my horse is perfectly healthy. All of a sudden, after her breakfast, she's now got a blind eye. Because Lisa has told me when she was fed at 8 o'clock in the morning, she's pretty sure she would have noticed if it was there. So, since Lisa gives them kind of a lot of fuss and stuff like that, I'm inclined to believe her that if it was there at 8 o'clock in the morning, we would have seen it. So, she said that it wasn't there at 8 o'clock in the morning, she's come up to check on them at 11 o'clock, and all of a sudden she's got a cloudy eye. They've paged it through to the vets. I'm now on massive panic on how can I get back from Clapham Junction back to East Peckham. The panic was over once I got there. Evie had been heavily sedated so that all sorts of tests and scans could be done. Unfortunately, because her eye was cloudy, the vet couldn't really see inside, so she couldn't see whether there was something wrong in there. The vet did say that she can't see any scratches or actual injury to the eye, but we don't know what's going on inside. We did find an abscess just inside her eyelid, so they gave us antibiotics and steroids, and this is where the fun bit comes along. We had to do 3 trips a day, giving her medication. Obviously, I'm living at my mum's house at the moment, and this is a 15-minute drive from here. So that's 15 minutes there, give her medication. At the beginning, that went so smoothly because she just stood there like an absolute angel and let me stick my fingers in her eye. So that was okay to start with. And from Sunday to Monday, I don't even know what day New Year's Day was. Basically, from New Year's Day until Tuesday, which is when I had to call the vet again, it was 3 trips a day to get it done. Luckily, I'm working from home, so I could just run out, do her stuff, get back as quick as possible. Called the vet up on Tuesday and said that her eye is clearing, but I don't think it's clear enough to get the proper scans in and do the pressure tests and stuff like that. So we left it, and she came back out to us on Thursday, I believe. I think it was Thursday. So she came out, sedated her again, started doing the checks, and at this point we was like, yep, that's all great. She said that her pressure in her eye was significantly higher and that Evie was in quite a bit of pain from this. So she gave her a injected painkiller, and then also gave us painkillers to put in her food. I have a feeling she also did this to start with the original medication. There's a good chance that she gave this from the beginning, I just can't remember. So she did this and said that she's a bit concerned about what's going on because it looks like Evie's lens in her eye has moved. So this has gone from thinking, okay, she's got an abscess in her eye, once the abscess goes down, it will clear up, and there's a good chance that she'll have her vision back because it's just the cloudiness that is kind of blocking the vision. Now we're at the thought process that Evie's actually hit her head on something and knocked the lens. This is obviously kind of a bigger issue, because now this is saying that she's not going to be getting the eyesight back. The vet who helped with us, she said that she's not kind of that knowledgeable about eyes, so she'd prefer to kind of bring Evie into the veterinary surgery and get a specialist to have a look just to be sure what's going on. So she went away and said that she'll give me a call within half an hour to say when they can book me in to bring Evie into the hospital. Luckily, it's only a 6-minute drive. Unluckily, we don't have a trailer or a car to pull a trailer. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to need to find someone. I'm sure I'll be fine getting it, like, not an issue. Half an hour goes by and the vet calls back and they want her in Friday morning. So this is literally like 5 o'clock in the evening and I've got to somehow find transport for lunchtime the next day. And I don't know how many of you have ever tried to get horse transport, but short-term or short notice transport, either very, very expensive or you're not going to find it. So went home panicking. Like, I'd already agreed to the vet and I was at the determination that if I can't find transport, I'll walk her there myself. Obviously that's not really an option, but I was panicking. So on the hunt, I had my mum looking on her PC for stuff. I was looking on my phone, calling everyone and anywhere. We finally found someone and they told us that they could let us know at 10 p.m. that night if the person had cancelled. They had someone who was really up for having the transport booked for the whole day and then hasn't responded for the past week. So she told us that it was fairly certain that this person was going to cancel for the next day, but we had to wait until 10 p.m. because that was their cut-off time to get a response. So I'm kind of feeling a bit of relief, but obviously it's still not certain. So I found a couple of backups and told them the situation and said that we possibly have transport, but can I book it as a backup and cancel on the day? So it all went through like that. Luckily, they did cancel, so we got the transport. Evie has always been amazing at travel. She thinks she's going on an adventure, so you don't even have to lead her onto a lorry. She'll just walk on herself. I'm pretty sure if you just stuck it in the field, she'd go pack herself up and put herself in. So this was not an issue. The issue we had was getting her to the trailer. Obviously, she's a bit spooky because now she can't see at all out of either eye. And she's got to now walk through a very windy field, down a driveway with hedges either side, and our next door neighbour has 3 kind of very loud dogs that bark at the fence. So this was quite nerve-wracking. Luckily, my yard manager, Lisa, she walked down with me just to give me an extra hand. Evie, as always, was an angel. I don't even know why I was worried. She did have a brief moment of questioning whether she should go on the lorry, but clearly the thought of going on an adventure took over and she remembered that she likes them. So that was a great journey. Got her up there and that's where she was stabled. If any of you are from past videos or anything, you'll know that Evie is on a track system. So she doesn't get stabled, she lives out all year and can go where she wants, basically. She has never liked stables, she's always found them quite stressful. As soon as you put her in, she'll start pacing, she'll be kicking at the doors and she doesn't want to be there. So the thought of having to put her in a stable while I was waiting for the vet was quite stressful for me, especially after seeing her in there. I've got a very short clip. I don't know if it's even long enough to put in this. If it is, I'll put it somewhere. About 2 hours later, the vet came out and they said that they'd done all sorts of scans and things to her. Evie had a lovely green eye where she'd had the dye put in. And it was fairly certain at this point that her lens had dropped. They said that at the moment we're very lucky that it's where the lens sits, it's not kind of dropped and then come through and sat in the front where it can be an issue. it's just dropped and stayed where it should be, kind of. I haven't got a clue what's even going on. All I know is she's blind. And their main concern was that they just want to send it off to some specialist just to be sure that everything's okay. So at this point, the vet has told me she can still do things. There's a one-eyed and blind dressage horse out there, so it's not like her career and life has been completely written off. And I mean, we didn't really do anything anyway. It was more just all fun and games with us. We'd take her for gallops across fields and just messing about, really. And if any of you have seen Evie, you'll know that, like, she just canters everywhere. Even on the first day that she'd hit her head and was blind, she was still cantering up the field with all the other horses. She'd looked fine, other than the fact that she'd spook every so often. So I was kind of relieved that we can still try things. I'm sorry if you can hear my bird tweeting in the background. He's clearly deciding to put his own opinion in. So we have been told to start small, let her settle in for a while, and then over the next couple of months start introducing things. So start walking her around the school and just seeing how much she can see by putting obstacles out and letting her navigate them without any help. So we'll be starting that soon. And we have just tried taking her out for a little walk. So we've walked her in hand, maybe not even 5 minutes down the road and back. We live on Evie lives on quite a quiet road, so because she's a lot calmer out on the roads, we thought we'll do that first and just make sure that she is comfortable. And she did it like a champ. She absolutely smashed it, didn't flinch at all. If no one told me that she was blind, I wouldn't have thought anything. Her eye has completely cleared up, and I couldn't be proud of her. Obviously, I couldn't be more proud of her for going through all of this. It's definitely been a handful, obviously having to have medication stuck in her eye, and every day me pulling her eyeball open to rub cream and stuff like that. It couldn't have been pleasant, and she absolutely smashed it. So I'm so happy that she did that. And honestly, I'd like to see how we go in the future. Nothing's going to be rushed. We're just going to take it as we go, start practicing things with her, do a lot of groundwork, and just build her confidence up. Now, we did have a bit of a knock the other day. We let her out into a field that she hasn't been in for a long time, and because she's so confident around the yard and the track and everything like that, nothing was thought of it because, I mean, she canters around and has never bumped into anything. This time was a bit different. She hadn't been there for a long time, and Evie being Evie thought, yeah, I can't see anything. This is a good time to start cantering around a field that I don't know. So she went all the way around, cantering about, absolutely loving life, and bumped into a fence post. I'll add the clip of that as well. But she doesn't even look fazed. She bumps into it and then just carries on. There was no marks on her or anything like that. Obviously, it'd be really unfair to her if we bubble wrapped her and said she couldn't do anything anymore. So, unless there's serious danger, we're kind of just letting her be Evie. Obviously, I'll be making more updates as things go along. Hopefully, as it starts getting a bit warmer, because we have absolutely horrible weather here at the moment. So as it starts getting warmer, I'll be doing more videos about introducing groundwork and the obstacle courses like we've been asked to by the vet. So I'll be doing a lot more videos about that. So anyone who doesn't know, I have recently started a pet wear business. So we make custom bandanas and leads and stuff like that. And they're all handmade to order. They can be custom sizes, or you can just go straight to our website and buy the standard sizing. So I just want to show a couple of our products and just show the things that I've been absolutely proud of while kind of bringing the mood up from Evie's incident. So we do custom bandanas. These are all medium sized. So we've got quite a few of the new style. Now these are the 2022 collection and dinosaurs. These are all double-sided, so they have different colours on the back to the front. My favourite is the pink one. Obviously, having a male dog, it'd look a bit stupid if I put this on him. But we also do custom orders. So if there's a size that you want, we can take your measurements and make it to that. So it doesn't have to be the sizes on the website. All you've got to do is send us a message and we'll get it all sorted and sent through. We also do collars. So we have a couple here. These will be, we'll be getting more of these over the year. Just as I add a collection, I will be adding. So this is my absolute favourite. Again, I can't put it on my dog because he's a boy, and even if you didn't know he was a boy, pink doesn't suit him. But this is with the beautiful rose gold hardware. I love it. It's not always going to be what people like because, I mean, it's pink. But we've got that. And then we also do D-rings like this. So these D-rings are excellent for dogs that pull. So if you see a standard D-ring, if you've got a dog that pulls a lot, if they pull hard enough, it can twist round. Obviously, if your dog doesn't pull, like Coda, he doesn't pull at all, so I've never had the issue of it twisting. But my partner's dog Luger, oh, and Coda's trying to break in. My partner's dog Luger, he does pull a lot, so they had the issue of him twisting that round quite a bit. They are welded, but obviously with enough wear and tear, and you've got a strong dog, any collar is going to break eventually. So I came out with these ones. So these are requested separately. You just put in your notes on when you make the order of the collar, you just put in the notes that you want the anti-pull D-ring. So this is a bar that goes through, so it literally cannot twist round, which means if your dog is pulling loads, it can't twist and they can't get leverage. So we do add these on. It's no extra charge to have these. It costs the exact same as if you was going to get the standard. You just got to put in the note section of your order that you want the anti-pull. So again, with the collars, we do matching leads. So it has a nice cushioned, kind of soft, comfy handle. And obviously this is of the fabric that matches. And if you want to be really out there and extra, you can even add the bandana to go with it. So you have this, and then it's got a nice comfy lead, not that you would really be holding this that often. And then just for convenience, we've added an extra D-ring here, so that if you're out on a walk and you don't want to carry your dog's lead anymore, just stick it around your neck, if I can do it, clip it on, and you've got hands free. So it's just convenience for the owner. And we sell these as sets or individually, so if you don't necessarily want to have both, we do the same with the rose gold hardware. We do also do complete custom orders, so if there's something that you want that isn't necessarily an item on the website, you can just request it. We've had a request for harnesses, even just colours that aren't advertised. So if there is a colour on the website, whether that's in the bandana section, because I think we've got a lot more colours of fabric in the bandana section. I could be completely wrong, it's been a long time since I've looked on my website, but I'm pretty sure we only have 4 options on currently for the collars and leads. Anything you want, you can just request. So say you see the dinosaur and you think, oh, I want a dinosaur collar to match it, you can just send us a message and say, hey, I'd like the dinosaur collar in the padded set, and then we'll send you through an invoice with it on, and you can request what colour hardware you want. We do silver, the rose gold, and I think they also We can also do kind of a black nickel as well. So these are all the options you'll get. Obviously we'd have a quick conversation to what you want, and then also you can either have standard sizing, we have small, medium and large for the collars. All the measurements are on the website so you can see. Or you can have your own custom size. So they are all adjustable collars. They can be changed to your size. But if you've got an absolutely humongous dog, we get it. And you can just request what sizing you need. So I really hope that you have a chance to go check it out. It'd be absolutely amazing. And I'm so excited to update you on Evie's progress over the next year. Obviously this is going to be going on for quite a while, so it's not going to be fixed. But I'll be very excited to go on about it. So I hope you have a chance to subscribe and keep up with what's going to be coming over the next year. And I hope to see you all next time. Thank you for watching.